Ohtani isn't just an athlete, he is art.
Shohei Ohtani has shattered records across the globe and rewritten baseball history as a two-way phenom. And now, his influence is spreading rapidly through Europe, places like France and the UK, where baseball barely has a foothold. So why is a baseball player gaining this much attention in the heart of the soccer world? Because people see him as more than an athlete, as a symbol that transcends sports. It's not just the numbers or the contracts. It's the way he plays the game and the kind of person he is that people can't stop talking about.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
Rated even higher than soccer king Messi.
Shohei Ohtani has stunned the world once again. For years, people have said baseball is a minor sport on the global stage. But he's the one breaking that old belief. Today, not just the US and Japan, but even parts of Europe where baseball barely existed, are captivated by him. His impact is shaking the entire sports world. He truly is the savior of baseball. One symbolic moment happened during the Paris 2024 Olympics. Inside the Paris metro, right in the heart of the Olympic frenzy, an enormous ad featuring Ohtani in a Dodgers uniform suddenly appeared. People waiting for trains stopped in their tracks, taking photos and posting them on social media. And remember, baseball wasn't even an Olympic sport that year. Locals couldn't hide their surprise. Why is Ohtani in Paris? Baseball isn't even in the Olympics. This is wild. The ad was part of a campaign by New Balance, one of Ohtani's partners. Yes, it was technically a promotion, but the fact that, on a stage filled with the world's greatest athletes, and without baseball being included, a single Japanese baseball player had his image displayed so boldly. That meant far more than just marketing. When the French baseball team, Stade Francais Baseball, posted the scene on social media, it went viral instantly. Comments poured in, "It's insane to see a Japanese MLB star displayed in Europe. He really is Shohei Ohtani of the world." And it's not only his performance on the field. His economic impact is on another level. This became crystal clear when Forbes released its World's Highest Paid Athletes list. Ohtani ranked 9th with a total income of $102.5 million. At the top were global icons like Cristiano Ronaldo, $275 million, Stephen Curry, $156 million, and Tyson Fury, $140 million. But what shocked the world most was this: Ohtani's income outside of baseball. Forbes explained only two athletes, Curry and Ohtani, earned over $100 million purely from off-field income in the past 12 months. And among them, Ohtani stood alone at the top, generating a full $100 million from sponsorships, appearances, memorabilia, and licensing deals. What's truly astonishing is this: even Cristiano Ronaldo, the #1 athlete on the total earnings list, made only about $50 million off the field. Ohtani earned twice that. When it comes to off-field earnings, he is #1 in the world. Only 4 active athletes in history have ever topped $100 million in off-field income: Conor McGregor, Tiger Woods, Roger Federer, and Shohei Ohtani. To stand shoulder to shoulder with these global icons is extraordinary and almost unheard of for a baseball player. And compared with the entire history of MLB players, Ohtani's dominance becomes even clearer. For decades, sports like soccer, rugby, and cycling have ruled Europe, especially in countries like France. Baseball, on the other hand, barely had a presence. Few stadiums, few players, and very little public attention. For Ohtani's name to rise above that landscape, to become widely recognized in places where baseball was almost invisible, that's nothing short of a miracle. People in France now see Ohtani's face on subway platforms and casually talk about him by name. That shift alone shows just how powerful his influence has become. And then comes the contract that shocked the entire world. Shohei Ohtani's unprecedented deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers, 10 years, $700 million, surpassed even the legendary contract Lionel Messi once signed with FC Barcelona. The news exploded not only across South America, but throughout Europe as well, quickly becoming known as the contract that surpassed Messi. Argentinian journalist Martín González expressed his disbelief. It's rare for any sport other than soccer to get this much attention. And he praised Ohtani as a symbol for all athletes. French media also reported on the story with shock. A baseball player from a so-called minor sport has earned a valuation higher than Messi, the king of soccer. Even people who don't follow sports could instantly grasp the magnitude of the numbers. For the general public in Europe, the impact was massive. Ohtani's one-of-a-kind two-way style is also capturing the hearts of people across Europe. In soccer terms, it would be like having a player who is world-class at both defending and scoring at the same time. Just imagining it is enough to understand how impossible that should be. Yet Ohtani makes that impossible look real. For Europeans, his abilities aren't just surprising, they inspire awe. A French critic once said, "He's no longer just an athlete. What he does is closer to art." I'm sure many of you felt the same way reading that line. The surprise advertisement during the Paris Olympics sparked interest in baseball not only in France, but throughout Europe. And with baseball officially returning for the 2028 Los Angeles Games, this momentum could push European countries to take the sport more seriously than ever before. If that happens, the Olympics might see baseball's biggest revival yet. And at the center of that revival, without question, will be Shohei Ohtani. Voices saying, "I want to watch baseball in the Olympics," are only going to grow louder. Watching Ohtani shine on the world stage, lifting the entire sport of baseball with him, is truly remarkable. The surprise ad in Paris and the contract that surpassed Messi, these moments have become symbols of Ohtani's global impact. But here's the real question. Why are people in Europe so captivated by him? Huge contracts and incredible records aren't unique. Many athletes have those. Yet Ohtani stands apart, because behind all the numbers, behind all the headlines, there's something else that makes him special. So, what exactly is that something?
It makes perfect sense that the French are captivated by him.
Baseball becoming this big of a topic in France. No one would have believed it just a short time ago. Soccer, rugby, and cycling, the sports that define France, have dominated the country's sports culture for generations. And in their shadow, baseball was so unknown, it was practically non-existent. But now, Shohei Ohtani is flipping that reality upside down. One reason the French are drawn to him is, of course, his one-of-a-kind two-way style. A pitcher who fires off blazing fastballs, and a hitter who launches jaw-dropping home runs. And he does both on the biggest stage in the world. To the French eye, that's not the work of just an athlete. It's the work of an artist, an innovator. French culture has always held deep respect for people with multiple talents. Just as an artist can be both a painter and a poet, or a scientist can also be a philosopher, being multi-gifted is, in itself, a form of greatness. And that cultural foundation aligns perfectly with who Shohei Ohtani is. Critic Felipe Marcel put it this way: "He's not just someone who throws or hits a ball. He elevates every movement into a form of art. It's only natural that the French are captivated by him." And he's right. Ohtani's play isn't just about stats or wins. People receive it as beauty itself. I'm sure many of you feel that too. In France, new perspectives and bold challenges are deeply valued. Whether it's soccer or rugby, the conversation isn't only about winning or losing. It's about the beauty of the play, the originality of the tactics, and the creativity behind every decision. That's why Ohtani's two-way style is seen as so much more than a baseball strategy. To the French, he's offering a completely new approach to what sports can be. His presence feels like a glimpse into the future of athletics. And there's yet another factor that strongly pulls the French toward him: his natural connection to rationality. French society places a high value on efficiency and results. Viewed through that lens, Ohtani is the ideal. He performs the roles of both a pitcher and a hitter, essentially doing the work of two players at once. Sports analyst Jean-Paul Nemi expressed his amazement. An athlete like this actually exists? It's something we could never have imagined in the sports world. For many in France, this efficiency resonated even more deeply than the size of his contract. In other words, Ohtani's value in France isn't measured only by money. It's measured by how rational and innovative his existence is. And of course, we can't overlook one more essential element: his character. No matter how many historic milestones he hits, Ohtani remains humble, gracious, and grounded. In France, human maturity is valued just as highly as results. That's why his politeness, his gratitude, and his calm, respectful demeanor strike such a chord with the French people, and why so many fans feel genuinely drawn to him. Through all of this, Ohtani has become far more than a superstar in France. He has become a cultural symbol, someone who embodies artistry, innovation, rationality, and human depth, all at once. People who had never cared about baseball are now discovering it through him, and the media has begun covering the sport with newfound enthusiasm. This isn't a passing trend. It's steadily growing. What started as a spark of interest in France will inevitably spread across all of Europe. Every pitch Ohtani throws, every swing he takes, is reaching far across the continent and moving people in ways no one expected. That fact alone is deeply striking. France is a nation that adores art and celebrates innovation. It's clear now how naturally Ohtani's two-way challenge resonates with that cultural spirit. And beyond France, across countries with entirely different values and traditions, Shohei Ohtani continues to capture the spotlight.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.